Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rimworld. Yes, we are back. We are here on the wonderful and ever challenging Rimworld. Who knows what's going to happen today? Last time out, everyone got very sick. So, not off. Well, it wasn't off to a great start then. Everyone has recovered. Tommy's the only one still in hospital, and I think that's largely from fighting injuries rather than... Oh no, Climbers in the hospital. I'm going to presume it was you that was fighting Tommy? Probably. No, it was you fighting Ben. We have a couple of injured morons. I'm not sure who started what fight, but that's what happened. But yeah, we otherwise are not doing too badly. Our base is heavily defended. We have all sorts of high-end equipment. We are growing many cabbages. Let's not forget the most important of things in this is we have many cabbages and no sprouts. Very important things. And yeah, we will see how things progress today. We will see what the game decides to throw our way. Drake, thank you very much for the gifted sub. A roadcast salute to you also for the bits, saying let us hope luck is on someone's side tonight. Speaking of luck, can you say hi to my cat Lucky? She's sleeping behind me. Well, hello Lucky. I have got an Eve. Not really asleep behind me. She's on the dog bed in here, which is technically behind me, but quite a long way behind me. So, yeah, we'll always say hello to the cats. South Normanton, thank you very much for the donation. Saying relationship check time. All hail the mighty cube, of course. The cube is gone though. We only have the these are the remnants of the cube, the memories of the cube. We do not have the cube. It is no more, but the memories persist. Relationship. Let's go have a look. What have you got here? Social. Jeez. 24%. It's one of the higher percentage chances we've seen. I think we saw 33, and I can't remember if it was you. It might have been you that had the 33% chance. I mean, like that. We're always at a 1 in 4 chance going on there for you. You're much better than whatever this one's going to be. Oh, it's 7. That might be the highest I think I've ever seen it. Have we ever had core at the 10% mark or higher? I'm not sure if we have. Ooh, Glitter World Trader. I mean, that could be cool. They might have some medicine for us. They might have a lot of money. We may be able to sell them important things. Camaro just chilling in the library, reading some... Well, I say in the panic room. God damn. Let's go see what these traders have got for us. Do they have anything cool? They have some Arctic wolves, which is quite cool. They will... I mean, they do have... So I was hoping they were going to have Glitter World Medicine, which they do have. I'm going to buy that. In return, I guess it is only fair that we sell them some weed. They can't even afford... Good lord. They cannot afford... I mean, I guess maybe it is a good chunk of weed we're selling them, but still. Bionic toe? That's not really all that helpful, and I can do that one myself. Man, I think crazy exciting. We'll just do that. We'll just buy some... We'll trade some weed for some fancy medicine. So that will do. Pingy, thank you very much. Say happy Rimworld Wednesday to Alex in order to chat. Let's hope we soon see a reincarnation of Tim Hortons to balance against the evil dark side, also known as Starbucks. Well, yeah, that is true. I mean, Tim Hortons is just the way to go. Tim Hortons is great. There is no doubt about it. I just realised one of our lights is not illuminated. That will not do. I mean, we have so much steel, we could literally run it through every single wall in the house, base, building, every wall could be full of wires and we'd be fine. We have so much steel. Tommy, thank you very much for the donation. Saying hello, Mr. Race. Mr. Race injured. Yes. Injured? Yes. Moron? Also yes. There we go. I'm not, to be fair, I don't know what started. I don't remember what started your fight in the last one. Twingo. It's not gonna say which way it worked, who initiated it. But yeah, while everyone was having the plague, the last thing we needed was people fighting. But you know, it happens. No cube. All hail the plagues. No, what are we the? Oh, what is the Warhammer one? That's plague. Oh God, I've not played Total. I don't know anything about Warhammer. The only bits of Warhammer I know are from Total War Warhammer because I really, really like those games. What was the Plague Chaos faction called? I don't remember. It's been too long since I've played. I'll have to go back and play that game at some point. To be fair, there's so much to it. Don't even know if I ever played as them particularly. Is it Nurgle? Could be Nurgle. Yeah. Slanesh is the like masochist one, isn't it? Or kind of. Yeah, Nurgle sounds about right. God, I'm trying to remember. It's like Archeon's like the big bad chaos. Is it Sigvald? Is like the humanish prince. I mean, kind of ish, and we're going really ish. Yeah, I know there's Slanesh is one of them. Oh, I don't know about Warhammer. The people in chat will know better than me. This is on random knowledge that I don't really know and I vaguely remember from a game I haven't played for a while. Not good. Nurgle sounds... Okay, there we go. Calgor saying Nurgle is the god of disease, decay, death, and rebirth. That makes sense. That sounds about what I remember. So, there we go. We're not going to... we're not going to... You know, have those as our gods. I'd rather the cube at this point. Donut Den, thank you very much for the resubscription for the 17th month. A road cart salute to you from chat. Thank you very much indeed for the continued support. Hydra, thank you for the bits. Say hello, chat. I'm loving the death loop, but a random video. It's same luck in the first race. Pretty impressive. It does happen. It does happen sometimes with the random races. That one there, definitely, I was very lucky. Makes a change, but yeah, it was a lot of luck. It was a lot of luck for me in that one. But it's fun to do. It's fun getting the Wreckfest tracks to work. I say, like Amy did a lot of work to get all of that importing of jobs to work and so on. And it is cool that now all of them can be imported, so that we can do things like the death loop, etc. So yeah, that was fun. Harlequin, thank you for the bits. Saying all hail the Lord of Plagues. No, don't start that. We don't need any more of that. No plagues, nothing. The yaks can wander away. I don't care. I can't research anything because we've literally researched everything, barring the anomaly stuff. I think pretty much. Provoke Pitgate feels like the worst idea imaginable. I guess we'll learn how to make the insanity weapons. I am not going to provoke a pit gate. It's just, no. I'm just not going to do that. It feels like a terrible idea. We did deal with it relatively well, to be fair. We got rid of the things. We didn't really take any. We took a few injuries, but you're not going to ever get away with no injuries, I think, in some of this. But, yeah, there we go. Bengi, thank you for the bits, saying news from Monaco is being confirmed that the 2026 Monaco Grand Prix race will implement random car changes every 10 laps during the race. I would be up for it. It would make it better. Like the... I mean, even the funnier one would be like the old Formula E pit stops where they remember when they had to used to change. They used to change cars. Formula E, of course, they've got much better now. They don't have to swap cars at the pit stops, but yeah, they used to have to swap cars. So Formula One only, you have to like every 10 laps you got to pull in and swap with another driver. You can't use the same car twice. It would be entertainment. which is something that Monaco is lacking. Would be very funny. Would be interesting to see. Probably something that we can do on GTA. So not something that we're ever going to see, unfortunately. Hopefully. Oh no. Oh, not Petrolhead with more terrible problems. Okay, I mean, it's a lung. We can fix that. I mean, I was literally about to go and sort out some flooring. But, you know, I guess getting hold of what for is just paved tile. There we go. Right. You can do that. Now, I'm not sure whether this wall here might come down at some point to make room for more reactors if I think we're going to need it. So, yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh. Gas. Hello. How are you doing? You are a talkative one tonight, yeah? You had a good day, have you? I haven't actually seen you much today. I haven't. You've been upstairs. I know. It's... Sorry, I'm just having a conversation with the cat. So what happens, though? Like, if I talk to him, he meows back at me, so we just have our little conversations. I'm not going mad than I already am. Pretty much. We'll go with that. What was I was going to look for a lung. Have we built a lung before? I mean, we definitely have built a lung before. We were building a heart, but that's... Now it's slightly... Make a synthetic lung. Make that #1 priority. What does it need? There's only 4 advanced components. I got a crap ton of those. So I got 235. We can make a lung for you. Oh, so you can survive on 1 lung. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I think we can turn off this monument here, can't we? I think we can do that now. Requires 2 shards. We can do that, and I mean, I guess we get some research by keeping it around, and we don't often get mutations, but yeah. Right, sorry, we're Harlequin. Thank you for saying sorry, Alex. I can resist the cult of the Cuban sphere. Oh no, Paul with the bits smells like all hail the cult of the Brussels sprout. I mean, look, I think I'd rather Nurgle than bloody Brussels sprouts at this point. I sure think it's saying I want to hear a construction joke. I'm still working on it. I mean, there's going to be a boo. Also, I asked Thacker what his New Year's resolution was. He said 1080p. Also going to be a boo. Also going to be a boo, and you are deserving of your boos at this point. Drake, and there's only one cult who must worship. The cult of the Mally. The cult of the The Mallies have been good. They have been very useful. I mean, we have more got lions now than Mallies, but, you know, the Mallies are wonderful. And, you know, the cult of 1p, that'll stick around. Cass is currently flopping around on his back. Hello, Cass. What are you doing? Are you wanting attention? You literally could have done this at any point today, and it would have been fine. Like, you would get all the... Oh, he's going to get attention because he's being cute. See, anyone who has pets knows pets always win. But, yeah. You could have done this at any point. You could have done this at any point. I was playing Doom. I'd say a fair bit of today. You could have come and you could have got all the attention you want, but no, the second I start streaming, that's the second that you come over here. Animal, I mean, it's very fitting. It's just what they do. It's just what they do. I digress. Anyway, Climber, thank you very much for the donation. Saying Starbucks is coming soon to a Rimworld near you. Please name a new colonist after the Dreadlord Starbucks, and he may use his powers to protect your colony from the plague. Of course. Do we have who's on the recruitment? Oh, okay. Those two aren't too far away. They're not too... You probably get recruited today. You probably will. You will be recruited soon. You will probably be recruited today. You will not. Although you never know. Our recruiters are pretty strong. I feel like surely we could promise you a new kidney. We'll promise you some new lungs. I mean, we can fix up some scars, I guess. Might just joy wire you if you look like you're going to be a problem. Shouldn't, but it is an option. It is an option that is open to us, that we can joy wire someone who's having a tough time. Petrolhead, thank you very much for the super chat. Saying had to miss last week's, mainly due to tech issues. So what happened then? Everyone got the plague. That's basically what happened. We had a couple of smallish raids, but everyone got very sick to the point where we only had a few people of our immensely large colony. Only a few people weren't horrifically ill with the plague. That was largely what happened last time. And why does the fish please get me? Please turn off mortars. The mortars are turned off currently. I will go and triple check. But the mortars are currently turned off. So when we do this operation to remove the lung, flesh mass or whatever, it'll be fine. We're not going to end up mortaring our own hospital again like we did before. That being said, there's always a chance I've left one thing. It's definitely not those. Those are... Why is that exploded? Why is that exploded? Oh, that's why. Okay. As if on cue. It's just like as if on cue. Weird things happen. A boomerlope has wandered into the barbed wire. Yeah, you got barbed wire to death. You just got like tangled up in barbed wire, and then when you died, you exploded. And I don't know about you, right? But okay, maybe animals not always the smartest. However, if you get to here, let's say an animal wandering around gets to here, I don't know how would an animal get across this much bar? This is designed to be really horrible to pass. Surely you'd get there. Maybe they would, unfortunately, I wouldn't want it, but maybe they would get tangled in the first line of barbed wire. More often than not, though, I imagine they'd get there, not be able to go anywhere, just turn around and go out. Why do you persist in pushing through? And then getting yourself in a situation like this, you absolute muppet. I do not know. I do not have an answer. Although I guess you're going to be made into dinner. So why is there so much blood up here? Whose blood? Is this all the boomerlopes? I guess it wandered up here, was bleeding profusely, and eventually passed out, and that was that. That is a grim sight. Oh dear. Peggy, Drake, Cora, thank you very much. Saying hi to Cass, who is still currently laid on his side next to me. Hey Cass, how are you doing? You look very comfy. He looks very comfy down there. Normanton, thank you very much for the donation. Saying Cass, help us resurrect the cube and prevent a devastating plague. So hail the cube. Cass, what is your opinion on cubes? Well, considering he has closed his eyes and looked away, I'm going to say he's not a fan of the cubes. I mean, I can't say I've ever seen him play with the cube, but, Sphere, yeah? Definitely even Dagon. Cass, when he was a kitten, he would play with toys. Nowadays, he doesn't often, but when he does, it's very cute because it's very rare. But, yeah, I'm afraid for a cat, a sphere is going to win because it'll roll. Whereas a cube, less entertaining. There we go. Paul Leavovitz saying wasn't me. No, for once we cannot blame you for a random explosion in our base. This time around it was genuinely just a boomerlope that wandered in, injured itself, and got stuck. Ugh. So I do apologise. Random yawn. Okay, Cal does make a good point. Cubes exist to be knocked off of tables to a cat. It's true. Dagon will do it a little bit. Mine are not massively. Don't tend to do that too often. Oh, and now there is some food poisoning going on. Great. That's less than helpful. That is less than helpful. Oh, Cass with a big stretch. It's a big stretch. Right. Where do we get to? Pingy things bits. Saying is Boomerlope dangerous to eat? Sort of like a mammalian version of blowfish sushi. Is that like a mammal? Is that a word? Have you made that up, or have I just never heard? I've never heard that word before. I don't. Like, it could be real word, and I could just be dumb, or you might have made it up. Yeah, I never heard it used. Alien Vader saying it's a word. It could well be. I guess, yeah, possibly. I'm not sure it's... I mean, it's probably... I say maybe less toxic. It's not like they're not going to be poisonous. They're just going to be filled with petrol. Which I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to eat Boomerlope. Like in an emergency, if you're desperate. I guess. I think I would trust Boomerlope in this fictional environment. I feel like I would trust Boomerlope to be better or easier to prepare than pufferfish. Was it fugu, something like that? Oh, I do apologise. I'm not very smart. I think that's what it is, and so I think that's how it's pronounced. Is probably a better one. I might know what the word is and just don't know how to pronounce it. But either way, I feel like Boomerlope would be easier to prepare than that. Still probably a bit dangerous. Still probably a bit dangerous. Not the healthiest, but it's just going to be like petrol-tinged burgers. You just get like a normal burger and dip it in a tank of petrol and it's the equivalent of what a Boomerlope would be. Don't do that. But I digress. Right. What am I supposed to be doing? We're pondering bizarre. We're only 20 minutes in and I'm losing my mind. That's not a good sign. Things are bad. Domestic Canadian wants to shoot. I don't care. You're not going to have anything exciting. Whose clothes need replacing? Cora! What clothes need replacing? Oh, you've already... Oh, it was the helmet. Okay. Harlequin making the bits. And a couple of people said, yeah, mammalian is the adjective of a mammal. I mean, yeah, there we go. Learn something new. That is genuinely a word I've never heard before. So always cool to be learning stuff. Always cool. Right, what do we want in terms of... someone was saying we should build a storage. Where is it? Oh, Neil's in YouTube chat saying we should build a vault for the gold and stuff. I mean, this is what this room here is kind of going to end up being. This is going to end up being our storage for... so if we do important, and then we do this. Hopefully it'll move the gold over there. Now silver, I reckon... Don't know why my caps lock is on. Silver's in pretty big stacks. Hey! A new recruit! Welcome! It is going to be the reincarnation of good old... I'll make sure I get it spelled right. Tim Hortons is back, ready for his various adventures. Have I got that one right? No, it's that, isn't it? Oh, fun of dyslexia. Well, mine is very minor. I'm not going to lie, very minor. But I really struggle with spelling and pronunciation. As you've figured out, you've watched my videos. You know what happens. Tim Hortons, welcome to the colony. Do I have a bedroom for you? Yeah, we do. Look at this. We're prepared. Like, what is this? It is just incorrect. We are not supposed to be prepared. We are normally hopeless. pretty accurate, to be honest. Normally am. We're going to expand along here and see what happens. Cora's excited because of a potential for a new husband. Not impossible. I mean, probably not the most likely, but you never know. They've had a sad backstory. Jeez. Traumatized youth into a mental patient. Yeah, you've not had a great time. Capable of firefighting, cooking, mining, social. So literally all you're going to do is grow food and be a doctor. I'm actually surprised you're capable of being a doctor, but fair enough. I guess you will be signed as a worker. You are not going to be fighting in any of this. And I mean, we have generally encouraged everyone to be on bed rest when they're sick. I feel like it's a good thing just to be doing in general. Like, if things go wrong, we can, I guess, control them and get them to do jobs. Like, if they're really needed, if the colony's falling apart and people are resting, when we have to have someone do something. But generally speaking, I'm hoping we're never at that point. Worst comes to worst, I have got a couple of essentially remote control tanks that I can use and will cause chaos if needed. Often do cause chaos. Sometimes even unexpectedly to me. I do think we might get Starbucks recruited today as well. In fact, they might even end up with bedrooms next to each other. That feels oddly thematic. Doing Kato asking, can the tanks cook though? Well, I mean, we have got a robot. We have got a mech that can. So that's something, right? I'm going to go with that. It's not a big something, but it is something. Okay. We got to make the most of things. Brady, thank you very much for the donation. So I saw a snake that was 3.14 meters long. I think it was a python. I like that one. It's terrible. It's really bad, but I quite like it. Yeah, I'm not going to give you a boo on that one. Yeah, you're gonna get away with it. You're gonna get away with it. For now. Oh no. Oh, okay, it was a fire over there. I don't care about fire over there. Game only alert me. Actually, what is that alerting me? Is that supposed to be within my base? It can't be. Apparently it was. I don't know quite. I'm gonna guess to put out a fire that was raging over there. We set our base up at that point. But yeah, jeez. It's fine. Where do we get to? Bingy, thank you for the bits. Say now that I've taught you the word mammalian, Alex, please use the word in your commentary. Beep video. If I can find a way to work it into a video, I shall. I'm not expecting there to be any way, shape or form to do it, but if I can, I will do my best. Oh, we need to. So we are making something. Are we reviving Absol by any chance for the millionth time? I'm going to go, no. Maybe we were already making a paramedic bot. We're already on the process. Peter said it was asking. I was planning on making one. I'd forgotten about it. Oh, the bridge is on fire. I feel like there should be more concern about it. Okay, Brady's on the case. Good work, Brady. Much appreciated. I mean, my base is largely made of stone and marble and granite and concrete and steel, so it's not like a fire's going to get very far. Although I guess it could burn down the crops. That would kind of suck. Oh, hey, Cass. Oh, I just heard a sound, and I thought it was Dagon playing with the track that I have here. It's like a plastic track with a little ball in it that's that's covered, so Dagon bats it around the track, has a lot of fun. I thought I could hear that going on, but no, I turned around and it was Cass, who has clambered himself on top of the pizza box. Yes, I'm slightly judging you, Cass. They all love, as I said before, absolutely love the pizza box. It is their favourite sleeping spot. It's crazy. Jeez, okay, so there is the big mounds of silver being stacked up. I mean, we've got some silver. Oh, we've got some silver in there, although we have grabbed a lot of it to go there. I think we'll fill up the other. Well, we will fill up the other shelf. We're just trying to get silver out of these big store sheds that we have currently. Right, where do we get to? Harlequin Legobits was saying, yeah, Tim's back. We have got good old Tim Horton. We're going to go and operate the oil rig. Halogen, if you're starving, well, okay, food poisoning. As I say, if you're starving, go get some food. Like, is there an easy solution to that one? There's copious amounts of free food. I know it's not the most exciting meals, and I would probably be complaining. However, you know, if it's all the food there is, then that's what you're going to have to do. Pingy thinks bits. Saying, Cora, do you like coffee and donuts? So the ultimate insult to Cora would be if Tim Hortons and Starbucks became a couple in the clothing. It would. It would be so funny. Oh, it would be glorious. I think it unlikely, considering you are most likely to end up as Starbucks. I cannot see them. Oh, does the radio not do anything for you? Oh crap, do you not have... Oh, do we need a radio in every room? I did kind of assume the sound waves were going to go through the vents or whatever, but apparently not. Damn it. Paul will also think a bit of saying fire. Still wasn't enough. For once you've been chill. For once you have been chill. You have not caused any massive problems for us, which is a big win-win. Comrade also saying it. Does it make the cat smell like pizza now? I mean, this is an empty pizza box. It's been empty for a while. Like, I don't let them have one that's got a pizza in it, or, you know, very recently. I let them have the box because they like it, because it becomes their favourite sleeping spot for a little while. Dagon sometimes choose it, and like, yeah, it's a box. They can use it. They can have fun. They can enjoy. So yeah, it's a bit weird, but the cats is what happens. Am I that fussed? Is there anything to worry about over there? Ooh, paramedic bot is ready to go. What? So what can go wrong? I don't know how they work. I guess tomorrow we deal with the petrol head's corrupted lung. Hello. Ignore the fire. Nothing to do with me. Just a minor world-related issue. Little bit out of my hands. I'm going to hope it rains or that it burns itself out. Halogen, thank you very much for the donation. Saying 3 important points of call. 1, Q. 2, hello Cattons. 3, happy birthday, Brazen. Oh, of course, we must say happy birthday to Brazen, for every day is Brazen's birthday. The cube is long gone. The cube is no more. Oh, smack the microphone again. Amsel, say hello. How is Amselbot? And by that I mean, how many times has Amselbot died? A lot. Amselbot is currently okay. I have lost track of how many times Absolbot has had a little bit of a nap and been resurrected. Admittedly, you've changed into a Militor from what was a lifter. I think it's just a general one. So you've had a bit of an upgrade. I mean, you got a gun. What could you ask for? Not very powerful. I guess you could ask to be a war queen. Well, there's the question. Do the mechs ever wish for more? I guess it depends on how. I don't think they have much free will. The poor consciousness in a bloody Militor is just really sad that it didn't get to be a war queen or like some sort of juggernaut fighting monstrosity, and this is just stuck in this poor tiny little basic infantry soldier body. But yeah, Absolbot has. I got distracted. Absolbot has died a number of times. It's gone through many iterations, reincarnations, repairs, and the like. Unfortunately, yeah, your job is literally first line. First line, often scouting for invisible enemies that I struggle to deal with. Against visible ones, if I remember, we will put you in your little safe hut. There's never any guarantee, though. Either from me remembering or... Simon, what are you doing? Yeah, me remembering is tough. Oh, Tim... Like, I have all these ready-made rooms. I guess the panic room on its own is very cool when it's only you in there, and you get that huge room to yourself. And, you know, all the tech, but it's just not a place you're supposed to be. Every time. Tommy, thank you very much for the donation. Saying apologies, I forgot the apostrophe in my previous one. Anyways, the mods you have recommended last stream are great. Hey! Changing from vanilla shells to the second 2-tier shells is quite a hassle. Can you actually make mortars aim where you want them to with a mod? I believe, I'm sure there is like a more accurate mortar mod, and I've never actually used normal mortars, like the ones that have to be manned. I think the manned ones are more accurate than these, if I remember rightly. These are very hit and miss. I should use the auto mortars. Because I wouldn't ever probably build mortars if I had to have people manning them, because it's quite a slow process. These are less accurate than a man-aimed one, but it's... My theory is accuracy through volume, and it does seem to do the job. But yeah, I'm sure there is a mod for like a better aimed or some sort of aiming for mortars. If there is, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there's got to be. There's got to be. Oh! Oh, and it's immediately fallen over because we've got to assign it to Group 2. There we go! We have got a paramedic bot. Normanton, thank you very much for the donation. Saying, Paul, your grenade packages are hidden inside nuclear reactors. Oh no. Don't be smuggling grenades into there. That is... I mean, I guess that's one way how this base dies. It's so difficult to defeat and siege. It's a maze of rooms and armoured walls and tanks. But if you manage to get a grenade in the nuclear reactor, that's probably everything gone. Possibly half the planet gone. I feel like we've got quite a lot of potential destructive force here. But there we go. Pingy, thank you for the bits, saying it is now a tradition. All new colonists spend their first night in the panic room. It does seem to be the way it goes. They should automatically gravitate towards the panic room. Right, petrol head. We are going to the right lung. So what we want to do, remove flesh mass right lung, and what I'm going to do is get a melee fighter over there. Did I not just tell you to... Okay, it's fine. Things being added. I'll let you eat. Okay, you're going off there to rest. So my thinking here is one of the big. I'm pretty sure like the flesh beasts or whatever, some version of that, appear when we have this mutation. So I'm going to keep Firebird close by. I feel like Petrolhead's wandered off. I didn't want to have to do babysitter the game, but where are you? Oh, right, you go up there. We will get our best doctor on it, and our best doctor happens to carry a shotgun, which could help. Where is Numot? There we go. There is Numot. We will let Petrolhead get down. Okay, Numot, you can take control of this. Paul, thank you for the bits. I'm too busy enjoying my sprouts to be bothered by mere grenades. Okay, you do you. you do you. Caleb, thank you very much for the donation. Saying if there's no one else waiting for a colonist, could the paramedic become the return of Dr. Caleb, seeing as how Caleb the dog hasn't done much of note in ages. You know what? There is no one else currently waiting. So I feel like that is absolutely fair enough. I mean, the dog has done things of note in terms of it's somehow still alive. Yeah. Forever, worst idea. In order to get more couples, maybe you could have all single colonists set to recreation at the same time. That might be the worst idea. Uh-oh. Okay, no, it's just that. It's just the flesh mass operation. Oh, sweet. That was effective, I think. Did you kill it? I don't know the order of things that have gone on here. I just love the thought that the flesh mass thing turns up, Firebird runs at it with a lightsaber and kills it, and then Petrolhead and Firebird chatted about dinner. Like, all of this has gone... Petrolhead unconscious! It's got to have happened beforehand. Maybe that was like... Okay, yeah, you are out. You are gone. I'm gonna say, like, they're waiting for the operation. Firebird's just there standing. Would it be... Okay, we're gonna throw this question out here. Let's go. Would it be comforting to have somebody standing there with a lightsaber while you are about to go in for surgery? Would it be comforting? Like... I guess they know what's, like, we've dealt with the flesh masses before, so, like, we know what's gonna happen. Or we know what's likely to happen. You need to install a right lung. We have got. Install synthetic lung, right lung. Yeah, okay, and then we'll just tell Numot to... prioritize operating. Yeah, like if you were... If you knew there was a chance of that, I guess it would be comforting because you knew it could happen. Just in general, having guards with lightsabers in the hospital feels a bit... Possibly not the best. Like, what sort of trouble are you expecting? But I guess, yeah, they kind of know the sort of trouble. I guess not the worst. But it's just funny to think that you're there waiting for the doctor to turn up to remove this weird mutated flesh mass as you're just chatting away to the guard with a lightsaber, ready for for whatever. Drake, thank you very much for the bits. Saying, can I have a colonist check for myself and Firebird? You can. Firebird has just done some fine work. I mean, Firebird is easily one of our best colonists, an immensely good colonist, from fighting to mining to building to talking, recruitment. Everything is pretty solid, actually. The relationship is very good. They relatively like their father. Oh, they're bonded with Caleb. I forgot Firebird was bonded with Caleb. But yeah, you know, Firebird is all very, very good. Is all very well and set. And Drake, we will check in a second. I'm just going to speed up time. I'm just going to see if this operation goes smoothly or whether we need to shout at Newmont. It is possible. Nope, I'm going to say that went all well. And it did. Petrolhead, you are going to end up being bionic at this point. You're not going to be the first either. That's the sad thing. Drake, you are very happy with your relationship. You are also a pretty good character. Good at mining, good at building. Relatively happy. No health conditions. Did get into a fight with Paul about 4.5 days ago. I mean, everyone's got into a fight with Paul at some point. I mean, well, like we joke about Petrolhead becoming bionic, but it's not going to beat Camaro, who is very much, well, not bionic, I guess, synthetic rather than bionic, which I guess is slightly better. Well, slightly more human, I guess. I guess synthetic is like imitation rather than mechanical parts. Oh, that feels like a pondery my brain is not equipped for. Yeah, actually, I know I like Kayla's one. Camaro was resto modded. That's basically what it is. It's not like a complete trend, but it is definitely a resto mod rather than a like full rework. Yeah, it's a resto mod as opposed to an upgrade. I guess it's a resto mod as opposed to like the manufacturer making a new model, which is maybe what the bionic stuff would be. I don't know. I'm gonna get lost in the bizarre simile or whatever, or metaphor, or you know. Not gonna worry too much, but it is funny. We have the technology to make whatever bits and pieces we might need to fix colonists. Drake, thank you very much for the gifted sub. A road car salute to you from chat. Thank you very much indeed. I was wondering what on earth was going on. She's got some random guests just kind of hanging out. Hello, how are you doing? Are you helping us move steel out of here? It does happen sometimes. We do often need to move steel. We have a lot of it. Do I? My desire to try and keep this in some form of ordered. It's quite high. I guess we'll put gold in the middle. I don't think we've got enough gold to really... We've only got 5,000 gold, which is nothing compared to the 20,000+. Yeah, maybe I put the gold on these platforms and then put the silver down here. I think that's the way to do it. Oh, Petra is there. Yep. Prof Oak saying resto mod versus rebodied, maybe. Yeah, that makes more sense. That's where I was going with it. You're smarter than me. Yeah. And I guess if we're going down that line, I guess like full like restoration would be if we were doing the organ harvesting from captured people. I feel like the slightly more moral way of doing it is that we are just like synthetically growing tissue and I mean, we can't quite do it. We can't quite do it now. I think they're getting closer. The whole like synthetically growing tissue and whatnot, which is a very, very cool science thing. Tim Horsons, we've had words about this. Did I not assign you a bedroom? Tim Horsons, you just do not listen. You are not in the cool panic room. The cool panic room is for less cool panicking. When things are going wrong, that's when you go in there. Not just because you... I don't even know why you'd want to. I don't feel like it'd be very nice to sleep in there. Uh-oh. All the alarms need to sound. Bugger! Not ready. Nobody's ready. Nobody... Well, I mean, Absol's about to have a really, really, really bad day. I can tell you that much. I mean, I'm hoping that's going to get enough visual range going on. Patrick, how come you are injured? That's a good question. How and why are you injured? But, oh, did you get lightning? Oh, no. Poor Padre, you must have got hit by lightning and not notice. I didn't notice they were pretty badly injured at some point. This bit here is not the biggest problem. Depending on what it is, if it's sight stealers, I think it's going to be sight stealers, although it could be a revenant. Either way, none of it's good. Absol is likely to find out. Absol, turn around! There's definitely... Yep, there it is. Okay, we thought it was going to be a sight stealer. Can Absol take out one sight stealer? No! Oh. Crap. I mean, I know how to defeat sight stealers. That is with the power of the Redeemer. There is one lone sight stealer running in, and it's gone down. Now, this is a cheesy way of doing it. We don't know how long exactly it's going to take for the sight stealers to get here. Absol will just be on the floor. Absol, we will fix you up again, I promise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? It just happens. It just happens sometimes. These things do not quite go according to plan, and you did the job that that was asked of you. Admittedly, it was a single sight. Maybe we should turn Absol into a scyther. I probably should have done that before, but yeah, remote control tank is going to set about doing its job. As we've seen before, these sight stealers could turn up quickly, and yeah, we're just going to park it in the doorway, and use it as a battering ram, essentially. Come on. Oh, it's a slow thing. I mean, it does well enough. So, there we go. Alien Invaders do have a bandwidth for a scythe. I think... I don't know how much bandwidth a scyther takes up, to be fair. Bandwidth costs 2. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we could just build another one of these and that would work easily enough. Would be one short, but yeah. We are going... Oh, no, wait, hold on, don't... Right, be careful running over Absol. I don't know if we run over... Will we end up crushing Absol if we're not careful? Probably. We can carry Absol to a cryo-sleep casket. Can we not just drag Absol to safety? That's kind of all I want. I don't know if we've crushed Absol. We absolutely exploded Absol. The reason Absol became a Militor as opposed to a lifter that was to start with is because okay, yeah, that is absolutely going to be a problem. If we were to do... Is it a... Right, if we have you as unrestricted, can I get you... Oh, it's not. They're not actually dead. That's the problem. I try and get them out of there if I can. I don't know if we have another lifter, to be fair. We may have one hanging about somewhere. Sergio, what's up? Very hungry. We'll go get some food, you muppet. Oh, and you're not Cass's master. Well, that's easily fixed. You... Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Caleb. Yeah. Oh, that'll help improve your mood a little bit. Right. Dylan. Rescue them. Can you just, like, repair Absol while you're at it? Well, Absol's a bit injured. Oh, I don't like that. I mean, do we... I can't really... The problem is that I don't know if the tank on its own can scout. I don't know if the tank is going to spot the sight stealers. Well, I say, Lombo was saying that it would be interesting to see how we do without the tank. The problem I've got here is, a lot of our base is designed around utilising tanks. My bigger issue is I don't know if we have something that will reveal sight stealers. And the issue I've got is, if we test our defences and we fail, we've seen how devastating the sight stealers can be. And I do not want to lose this colony when we have more than... We have easily got the means to defeat the sight stealers. We should, in theory, we should deal with them normally. However, I'm just not sure if we do. And yeah, if it turns out I misjudge or I make a mistake somewhere and we suddenly get overrun with sight stealers in a silly way, it's going to be very annoying when I know I've got this thing to deal with it. It's the visual range of the sight stealers. I just don't know what it's going to do. Like, I don't know if this tank on its own is enough. Like, will this tank spot them? Maybe. A little bit, quite a long way back. So yeah, whether that can spot them, whether that can... Once they're revealed, we can... Oh, sorry, the tank can scout them. We know it can do it, but I don't know the range. That's the concern part. Because if this tank here is not close enough, and they don't get revealed as they sneak around this corner, they're just going to pour into the base and everyone dies. Because if they get through this part here without being revealed, I think we're all dead. I don't think we've got a chance. Well, I don't know. We would definitely lose a good number of people trying to fight. I had a feeling the tank's very, very short range for the scouting. I think anything's quite short range for the scouting on the sight stealers. So yeah, we just got to keep an eye out for the alert messages. We will turn that off. I don't know if this tank can go past barbed wire. I can't remember if it can or not. Camaro. It's going to do a spot of fishing. That's fine. Tis all good. Enjoy your fishing. Don't worry, Absol, you're fine. You're fine. Look, you're a little bit injured. You may get run over by a tank, but it's okay. If you get destroyed, we'll turn you into a scyther. We'll gradually keep upgrading Absol. Noodle Brain, thank you very much for the donation. Saying bonsoir, Alex in chat. I missed last week's stream at the start of this one. What did I miss? Also, I drove my mighty Punto 500 kilometres to Lyon and back today. And only nearly died once, which is good going, but uh, I don't know. I don't know. I know Paris is supposed to be mad to drive it. I've never driven in France. I've driven in Cyprus and I've driven in Germany. Funnily enough, in Germany they're very, very organised. And yeah, Cyprus, it was kind of a slightly off-season touristy, so it was not too bad at all to drive around there. Relatively quiet, didn't drive far. I don't know if I've told this story before. I will tell this story anyway. Well, I'll talk about this, as Casca said, Rome is worse than Paris. So, I think it was the very, very first time I ever went on a press trip or whatever. They don't really seem to happen all that much anymore, or I don't get invited to them. I think probably a combination of both. I think after COVID they realised how expensive these kind of trips were when they could just send games out to influencers, YouTubers, media. Anyway, regardless, I digress completely. The very first trip I ever did was for a Assetto Corsa when it was coming to console. Yeah, I want to say it was that one. Yeah, it was, I think. Which was to the Vallelunga racetrack, where the game studio bit is based. It's based around at the racetrack, which is very, very cool. And I got to drive. I was very lucky. I got to drive a Nissan GTR around the track, got a passenger ride in a McLaren, and so on and so forth. Right, very, very cool experience. What I will remember is the motorway journey, and it was me and the other people that were. I say all the English people came over on one flight and everything, so they all put us in the same taxi to get to the track, and it's just that I will forever remember the motorway. The motorway journey to the track was one of the most terrifying experiences. Well, it would have been if I'd been like driving, but just it was one of the most terrifying experiences in a car. Is the Italian motorway was absolutely mad. The track was just so much safer. I mean, I know racetracks are safe and so on, but the crazy speeds that would be capable on that track was still so much safer than the experience of being on that Italian motorway. But yeah, and it might have just been that time and being a taxi or like a big minivan kind of thing. But yeah, that's just I do remember that very vividly. But yeah, there we go. Random tangent. The food is being harvested. The cabbages are coming. Yeah, the cabbage harvest is coming in. That's good. Our food stores are going to get replenished. We like to see that. I have plenty of space for food. I have plenty. How many meals do we have? 1,400. We're fine for food at the moment. Always got to keep on top of it, but yeah. Why is there a fire up here, Paul? I feel like it might be you. This one was subtle. Well, actually, no, it can't be Paul. It was subtle. There wasn't a massive explosion. Actually, I am confused. It's been a long time since there was a flash storm, and as far as I can tell, no Boomerlope has done this. What has gone on? How very bizarre. I genuinely don't know on that one. Normanton saying, sorry, that was a grenade shipment from me to the base. Don't stop sending Paul grenades. I mean, I guess it could have been a boom rat that died, or a boom bat, or whatever. There's a couple of different ones that died and the corpse is burnt. Maybe. I mean, I would be tempted to say the goose did it, but we can't know for sure. It's weird. I mean, as Noodle says, yeah, at least we haven't mortared our own base. That is, yeah. That is the positive here. We have not mortared our own base. For once. It's the little victories, it's the little things in life that, that count, and not blowing our own base up is pretty good. Actually, I am very wary. Was it Caleb? Was it Caleb? Who nearly died to a goose? I want to say it was Caleb last time. I could be wrong. But, yeah. The geese are definitely dangerous. You don't want to mess with them. It was Caleb. I mean, Long was saying that one day we're going to forget about the tank doors and the site stealers are going to wander in. I mean, that is possible. Say, are the site stealers the worst? I'm not sure if the site stealers are the worst things that would get in that way, though. I guess the site stealers site stealers are relatively weak, right? So if something's going to pour into the base, the plus point at it being site stealers is they're quite weak. However, yeah, I guess it's the sheer numbers and it's the invisibility. Like if you had chimeras or flesh beasts and you left a gate open and they all ended up pouring through there, at least you could see, at least you could plan. Site stealers, you just wouldn't know until it was too late. You would get some warning. You get some warning, and I would probably notice them going not the direction I expect. And then either be able to shut the door in time or have that warning to try and prepare. It would be awful. Like if I left if I left these doors open, it wouldn't matter. Wouldn't be able to get anywhere. Actually, I think I've got it quite. I guess it's these doors here that are the ones that are the problem. If I leave these doors up here open, either side, that's when you'd have a big problem because they would just pour into the base. So the drone, we do actually still have our drone hanging about here. A couple of people ask about why not send this up. Well, the drone is much, much more used for dealing with revenants. Site stealers, not so necessary. Also, I don't think there are any on the map yet. The problem with the Revenant is... I say the difficulty with the Revenant is it can go through doors, it can sneak around. Site Stealers, I know where they're going. Like, we can just wait with this setup here until we start seeing sensors ping, then we can turn on the tank, and between Absol and Mython here, we will see them. And we know they have to go that way. Like, that's the thing, is we know they've got to go that way. Whereas Revenants and potentially other invisible nasties... Gozcannon suddenly scorned No Face's loyalty. Oh, for God's sake, you two are blithering idiots. Okay, you sorted it out. I mean, No Face has been... No Face has been in the colony a while. Being a good soldier. I mean, it is an insult that makes sense. Alien Invader is correct. Yeah, that is an insult that actually makes sense this time. It's a reason to have a scuffle compared to half of the complete non-reasons to have a scuffle that normally go on here. Petrolhead, how are you doing? Just going to check. You are... Oh, anesthetic is still wearing off. How are you doing on the old recruitment side of things? Getting there. Who needs repair? Oh, Absol, of course. I don't really want to send anyone over there to repair you just yet, because I know the second I do is when the site stealers are going to turn up. Oh, Nikki's been making grand sculptures. Have you actually made anything fun yet? This piece bears a depiction of an advanced fabricor polishing the surface of an advanced component. So this is a robot making parts. I mean, it's not the worst sculpture you've ever made. At least it's about part of the base. This sculpture is a representation of Senior Blanco, striving to comprehend the nature of the Revenant while consulting an ancient tome. Ooh, that's very fancy. The steady work of bioferrite harvesters can be seen in the background. Almost every shape in the image seems to be square. Well, we know you are a supporter of the cube. Who made this one? Nikki. Rounding out the work. Just the image seems to be square, and then we're rounding out the work. I know what it means. It's just funny having those two after each other. The edge of the image are 4 turnips. Not cabbages? No. This refers to Blanco studying a revenant. I mean, I feel like we've got to install this somewhere. Where do we... I don't really want to install it down here and have it get in everyone's way. That's the problem part. I guess we could install it up here. Or do we just... Oh no, maybe we install it here. It's like a... Yeah, someone can install that there. I also love how it said it was comprised of squares and the actual sculpture is a sphere. There's definitely some culty jokes in there. I don't even have to write them. The game is doing it for me. What is this a sculpture of? Matthew working feverishly while resting. Which doesn't make a huge amount of sense. But, yeah. There we go. Yeah, like forever's your your plan, like having them having recreational time. I'm not sure if it's going to help. I'm not sure what I would do with it. I guess what you could do. It's going to kind of suck for the poor. Unless you had everyone had recreation time here, so everyone can like first thing in the morning do what I mean. Most of the day is pretty chill anyway. I guess this is to try and I don't know. We'll see whether it does anything. I'm not expecting this to change a thing. However, I'm happy to be proved wrong, pretty much. As long as the rest of the work gets done, I don't mind. And also, it's not like we've got... no, we've got plenty of idle colonists. I don't think it's going to matter too much doing that. We'll give it a go. If it makes things worse, we can get rid of it. If it makes some relationships happen, cool. Oh, okay, I've got to say, there is a copy. Well, too late. All of... Oh, you're unrestricted. You should probably stay restricted until we have... oh, there. I presume copy. Well, it's fine. Doesn't matter. Yeah, everyone can have... Everyone can wake up, free time, until 8 o'clock. And then... Everyone on night shift is... Everybody is available for socialisation. That's what we got going on here. Everyone can socialise in the morning. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. No sign of the Sight Stealers. I don't like that. I would like to get that out of the way so we don't have that hanging over us. It's not really affecting us. Oh, are we going to have some turkey burgers in a minute? Possibly. Absol's still never had Tim Hortons. Well, no wonder you keep getting ran over by tanks and so on. It's the colony is... The colony is, you know, rejecting rejecting the lack of Tim Hortons. It's been a while. It's been a while, actually, since I have had one. There was supposed to be one opening near me, but the place has been empty. Well, the place was built, and it's now sat empty for like over a year. So I'm thinking it's not happening anytime soon, which is of great sadness. Tis a great sadness. But it's just good. I mean, they do good coffees, they do good food. It's just a good place. We are not sponsored by Tim Hortons, but if you did want to sponsor me, I would be very happy with that. Like, I can get on board with that sponsorship deal. Hello, friends. Ignore the copious amounts of skeletons from horrible, twisted creatures. Do not let that judge. Do not let that be your total impression of my base and the hotel within. Yeah, don't worry about that. It's fine, I promise. Oh. That got a bit laggy. Does that mean sight stealers are here? Check the doors. As far as I can see, all tank doors are down. If they are here... If they are here, I think like they would have set off a proximity detector by now. Because I mean, I said they spawn down here, but they would have ran. They're going to run at us. They're not ones for slowly preparing. I don't know whether a normal raid can. I mean, it'd be fun if a normal raid happened at the same time as the sight stealers turn up and they just fought each other. Don't know if a normal raid can happen while you're waiting for a sight stealer raid. Not played enough to know if that is a possibility. But I'm going with the they're not turning up this time. Oh, there's a hole in the wall there. Do I need to fix it? Probably not. Well, anyway, so yeah, we had that with a raid and the site. I get like you do sometimes have raids on top of other events. I guess the I don't know whether site stealer raids are different. Like this event is different to a normal raid. Not sure. But there we have it. Not by saying one of the turrets out. Oh, that turret there is broken. It's not out of ammo. It needs a component shoved in it. I don't know if any of them are out of ammo. Sometimes I deactivate these turrets on the water because they're too liable to shoot colonists in the back. Which sadly is a thing that does happen a bit. In fact, yeah, I mean, I might actually have to turn these off. They're quite good for defense. The problem is that they just end up shooting colonists in the back because they don't have a really very good aim. As far as I can tell, only one turret is out of action, and that one will be an easy enough fix. Oh, that tank's still on. No wonder. So I can just hear the drone of a tank. Oh, just sight stealers, hurry up so I can finish this. They're really not going to, are they? Noodle Brain, thank you very much for... Oh! Bing! Thank you for listening. Alright. They are going to be. So obviously some spawn in here, some spawn in at the top. There'll probably be some spawn down here, have not quite got here yet. This turret here has just never been built. I'm going to guess because I've not allowed it by accident. We'll pause the game. We're going to read Noodle Brain's donation. Thank you, Noodle Brain. So if you could choose any one company to sponsor the Rimworld streams, who would you choose? Oh, okay. Right. From business standpoint, whoever wants to pay the most. From companies I would like to work with, I mean, Lego would be... Why they would sponsor the Rimworld strip, but like Lego would be really high up on there. Audi's a good shout. Please, broken again. Like, don't have to pay me anything. I will. You don't have to pay me a thing. You can sponsor as many videos as you like, as long as you keep fixing my Audi when it goes wrong. That seems like a good deal. But yeah, just like Lego in general. I'd be happy with. God, all of these are pinging up like mad. Okay, so we know there's that. We know they're going to be turning up soon. Okay, yeah, there we go. So, Sight Stealers have wandered in. We know we can squish them. I don't think, with where we can park the tanks in the kill box, I don't think we can reveal them. I don't think that can go see far enough. Okay, that's the problem. Is it's just going to wreck itself? I didn't even think you were going to go far enough. Okay, well you can just sit. Okay. Right. Okay, don't. I mean, it's not actually done much damage. It's just got angry with me for doing that, which is understandable. Gee, okay, I guess they're down there. I was going to say, how is that one pinged? Because that one's quite close. But I guess they've got, if they're running, they're in this little gap here. There they are. Absol. Oh. No, Absol. We have valiantly defended Absol. Well, we've tried. I think Absol is about to get... Oh, Absol's fallen over again. God, this is so many Sight Stealers already. And the proximity detectors just keep pinging. I guess there is the thing that can reveal. It's like a special smoke grenade flare. Not sure what exactly it is that can reveal invisible enemies. Okay, well that's good. We've got more coming from that way. Any more coming from up? It looks like the lot from the north may have stopped. Although... Yeah, okay, so they're in that corner. Right. Crash into these. Oh, you absolute lunatic of a guest. Oh, Absol's having all the naps that I would like. Yeah, Absol's got nap time again. The thing with the flares, I don't know how they work. I don't know how efficient they are, and I've got just much more efficient ways of making sure we don't die. We can just use the bulldozer essentially. Oh, what? Not again. So, more Sight Stealers are coming. Okay, well they left us... Score 61, they left us a random tunic. I guess we are not quite... we're not quite finished dealing with the Sight Stealers. I mean, we're sending Private Dylan out. Thankfully, we can... how much life does the tank have is a better question. Will it survive another round? Okay. It's 80%. It's a bit battered, but it should deal with another wave without breaking down. Private Dylan is on the way to repair. Alien Invader saying the cube will deliver us from the Sight Stealer menace. I mean, it would be nice. But the cube had other problems. Like, they're not going to... As much as not having to deal with Sight Stealers would be nice, the cube did come with a whole raft of its own problems. Let us not forget here. There were issues. Cora, are you good? No, terrible at construction. Go down here. I might send one of these to go fix up the tank. I mean, it's a bit of a dangerous job. Okay, Cowley. Oh, okay. I can't do it as a... Nope. Never mind then. I was going to order someone to do it, however... Right, seaman car. Brady. We're sending Brady there ready, just in case. Now, they shouldn't be able to break out of the... out of the prison as such. It's whether they manage to break out accidentally. Why is no one... Oh, I've just realised what we've done wrong. Oh dear. Okay, you know what? I take it back. I understand the anger. Brady, you are going to have to go do something slightly unpleasant, but... Brady, if you do not manage to knock them unconscious, considering... Okay, you have done. Brady, capture them. And then... I'm sorry, what? It's just called loser. Sure, why not? Okay, Numot is on the case. Numot, are you tending or feeding? Feeding feels... I mean, weirdly, I would say feeding is actually more important at this point. Prioritize feeding them because they are going to die. Advanced starvation. I'm very sorry. We will get Numot on the case with a good meal. I think, in the grand scheme of things, I would say we dealt with that relatively well. Brady did what they needed to. We didn't kill someone with a non-lethal weapon. I don't know if the paint stick's actually supposed to be lethal or not, to be fair. This is the advanced recruitment techniques. No, that is a war crime. It's just, you've been here long enough. If you do not join us, we stop giving you food. Yeah, definitely in war crime territory at that point. And that was a genuine accident. I didn't realise the inside the wall area did not cover those prison cells. Sadly, would not be the first time we have had issues with that one. But yeah, we dealt with it. Everyone is fine. Everyone is okay. Oh, Patrick is all healed as well. Good stuff. Lost a paw. So we've got a three-legged Pangolian, which we can fix that. Absol is... This is basically just the motto. the motto of our base is, it's fine, we can fix that. Proceeds to do mad science that definitely shouldn't be allowed. I don't know where the medical bot is. No idea. Dr. Caleb, what are you doing? Wandering. Cool. You do you. That little robot. Right, so things we're going to want, I reckon. We want to put that over there. Now, my theory being here, we've got more silver than we have gold. Put gold in this smaller section, and then we can expand the silver along here as and when we need. Love I said, send Absol back to the slaughtering zone. Absol is in the slaughtering zone. Absol is ready. Absol is patrolling their little zone. Pengy, thank you for bits. Saying, does Dr. Kalo have a place to go to recharge their energy? Yeah, we've got chargers up here. That one there will do it. We've got that charger up there, and we've got that charger down here. That should be usable for Dr. Caleb if needed. Drake, thanks a bit, saying we have created the colony's own Fort Knox, just with less gold. Yeah, I mean we have got a lot of resources in here. I'm gonna guess as well, actually, judging by the lack of any. Oh, game! Well, that's answered our question of can you be arsey in different ways. Answer, yep. Psychic ship. Oh, you absolute diabolical game. I don't even think I can use my preferred method of dealing with this, i.e. Bradley it to death. We can mortar it, but we will load up the Bradley and send it down, I think. Captain Kurt, do not worry about cleaning animal filth. Instead, go find the Harlequin. We're going to mortar. Ooh, okay. 3 Diaboloses. Some pikemen. What on earth caused all that loot there? I don't know. My hope is that the Bradley can shoot through that one tile gap. Loser, I swear to God, if you manage to be really unhelpful here, and oh, is it remains of the sphere? Oh, that would make sense. Okay, thank you. Yeah, 'cause it was over there that we fought that battle, so to speak. Right, we're going to drive that down there. I'm slightly worried we're going to run over Loser. Loser, where are you going? Can we just... I mean, you've at least done the wise thing of you saw a tank coming towards you, and what you did was get out of the way. Okay, so it's slightly out of range. That's fine, in as I think. Will these... Bugger. We can shoot it with Bob if we have got anything loaded. You loaded? It is loaded at least. I don't know if it needs a driver to fire, but I'm gonna say probably. I mean, what we're gonna probably want is only one rocket. I want to try and not blow up the actual mech part if I can. If I can avoid it, if I can avoid blowing up the ship part initially, we can focus on taking out the mechs first while they're at range and not currently that pissed off at us. I'm going to go with not that pissed off at us, because we know what they're like. Now, you will be weapons free. The Bob is exploring through the medium of rocket artillery. Single rocket, please crash into that side. Because he's going to wake him up, then all the mortars are going to fire. Please don't miss. Wonderful shooting. Mortars have come in. The Bradley is doing its thing. Okay, it's guarding the pass. That's it. You do your thing there. Ooh, okay. The Bradley is not heavily armoured against this lot. It is going to kill a lot, but I've got to be a little bit mindful. Yeah, okay. The Bradley has taken a bit of damage in this. I'm just going to pull. We're going to just retreat ever so slightly. We'll let the mortars do its work. I mean, we'll have Bob do a barrage of rockets, hopefully. There we go. Into the Diaboloses. They're pretty injured. The psychic ship. We've actually done a pretty good job of removing mechs and not killing the ship, which is unusual. Alright, just launch into the crowd. Bob, go on. Fire your rockets. There we go. Don't know how many are going to actually make contact. Pretty good. It's really not done as much as I'd hoped, though. I mean, the mortars have come in. Those are tough. The Diaboloses are tough. They're seriously strong. Are they too big? Are they too big to fit through, I wonder? Like, through that gap? That's a good question. Actually, I mean, Forever makes a good point, and I don't know what happens. Would the mechs fight? Well, I don't think that's where the Sight Stealers spawn. Would the mechs fight them if the Sight Stealers spawn? Would they attack a mech ship? That's a question I'm sure somebody would. I'm sure somebody has seen it. There's another good mortaring there. They're going down. I feel like we'll send this back, partly because it's quite damaged, and partly so that the people can get out of this. We'll just let the mortar continue to plink. Knowing my luck, what's going to happen is, as I'm trying to park this in the garage, that's when the Sight Stealers are going to turn up. That's kind of why I wanted to get it back. Is if we had no, potential threats or problems, sure, we could do things a little differently. But I do not want my, in theory, most powerful vehicle being stuck outside while Sight Stealers come and probably tear it to shreds. I don't think the Harlequin would be very good. They've got a Diabolos down. We've got one more Tesseron and 2 Diaboloses left to deal with. Is the Bradley in? Okay, not in the inside the wall area. Oh. Hey, okay. We're down to 1. One Diabolos remains. Oh, and that has been rearmed. Okay. Bob. Chris, domestic Canadian, go and remove the ship. Okay. No more psychic drone. 1 Diabolos remains. Not particularly fussed about that. Either the mortars are going to get it, or the Mython is going to get it. Or maybe Absol will get it. We'll send the little Minotaur. Never mind. There's your answer. The mortars did the job. Now we're going to turn them off because the last thing I need is if Sight Stealers turn up, us managing to mortar our own tank. I think it's happened once. Let's not have it happen again. As I said, no, I don't think we mortared our own tank. There's definitely been some friendly fire between the tanks. The tanks have shot each other a couple of times. But I don't think we've had a mortar to the tank. The only thing we mortared was the hospital. Outside it, we mortared the enemies. The mortar's done more against the enemies than against us. It's just vaguely amusing that, unfortunately, yeah, we have managed to blow up our own hospital. If you are just shooting in, or if you haven't seen all of my Rimworld playthrough and the like, a couple of weeks ago now, we had someone in hospital for an operation. The operation that Petrol had earlier removed a flesh mass from them, which I didn't realise at the time, created a beast. What is it called? Is it finger spike, I think? An entity, a not very nice thing. Created it in the hospital. The problem is, I had the mortars turned on by accident, which meant they saw a baddie in the base and automatically fired. All 5 of them launched mortar shells into our hospital and blew up a large portion of, well, here. Amazingly, everyone survived, despite the fact that we had a doctor in there and we had a heavily wounded patient in there, or like an anaesthetised while we were, completing surgery. And yeah, that's how that one happened. Got to be careful. I mean, that is just generally solid advice with this. I like Penky's. Our mortars are only as smart as our colonists. Poor mortars. I mean, there are some very smart colonists. They're busy making components, and I mean, they were doing research, but we literally know everything we need to know. We can build a rocket. Like, we literally can go and build a rocket. I mean, I've not got space to build one, but some of the colonists are very smart. Some of the colonists like to wander across in front of gun turrets in the middle of a battle, but, what can you do? And Paul just likes sprouts. I mean, it's a healthier choice than the grenades that were going on. much healthier choice, that one. Tim Hortons has got a coffee! I wonder what one. It's when it's a Starbucks. How we doing on recruiting old Bash over here, who we did rather mess up a bit. Naked? Do you not have any clothes? Oh no, okay, you don't have any clothes. I can't do much about it. Join us! We will cure your asthma. We will find you trousers. You really should think about joining us. I promise it's lovely here. Please do not hold the fact that we forgot to feed you for a while against us. I promise it was an honest mistake. Why have you gone there to put that in there? Is that the wrong way around? No. I don't know. Who do I need to shout at to get some food? We know Numot can do it. No? Oh, I think maybe it might be the malnutrition going down. Just wanted to make sure we hadn't done something wrong, hadn't got some sort of problem. Sorry, Numot, carry on what you were doing. Why is Paul unhappy? Genetic pessimism summoned a loss. Who died? I've forgotten. I actually thought it said dead next to them, but I mean, we have lost colonists. I can't remember if we lost one. When we lost one. I know we built a lot of these. Oh, Taray, that was the one. I forgot about Taray's death. I can't remember exactly what. I think that was one of the trying to free the entities and we had to arrest them and they fought back and then they got killed accidentally pretty much. Which is not ideal. Eve the cat, Nikki... Oh. I was going to read off who was being lazy. Eve the cat feels very fitting. As I say, looking over, and she's still not moved from the dog bed. She loves it there. I can't say I blame her. It's a pretty comfy looking spot. Alright, let's dig out. We don't really need these rooms just yet, but I'm going to do it. I'm also contemplating... Do we dig the temperature vent for this, for the nuclear reactor room? And when I say temperature vent, this bit here is a unroofed like gap. So what I'm kind of thinking, is there enough room for? Do I want a bedroom there? I probably don't need a bedroom in this corner. So yeah, what I'm thinking is we could build a corridor down here. How am I going to do this? I'm just trying to figure out how I can get as much possible, as many aircon boxes as possible along here. And then I guess maybe if I was to build that as a wall. Okay, yeah, that's I think how I'd do it. Sorry, I know it's a little bit weird, but basically what I would do is, so we dig out this bit, we dig out this like 2x2 path over here, down here to this vent hole. We then dig out this small corridor, fill this wall, build that, turn that into a wall, cover it in AC vents, and we will pull heat down this corridor. I guess we can technically dig that out as well, because it's only the hotel. And because it's got this fancy wallpapered wall. So yeah, we would have this as like a wall where I can put all the aircon boxes. I guess we would then not have that there. It's a bit weird and a bit silly. However, if it works, that's the bit that matters. Don't know if it's covered by a thumper. It is. Cool. The cabbages are on fire! Oh no! I mean, it is raining, and the rain will put the cabbages out. We can't have this! We can't have this! Well done, everyone! You have saved the cabbages. You have saved the cabbages. Oh yeah, you're right as well. Don't get rid of the. Get rid of that. So yeah, you don't have. Well, I mean, admittedly, okay, we're gonna have to dig that out at some point to get there. Oh, proximity alarms. Sound all of the horns. Well, not all, most. Some of them stay away. Oh, Absol's not going to be involved in this fight because Absol's out of battery. Has Absol timed this one to perfection? Maybe. Out of battery at the right moment to just chill in the safe house. Oh. Yeah, like the visibility for the tanks is really not going to be enough to do anything other than this. We would never have enough visibility with a tank in. I mean, I'm actually still a little bit concerned now that some could sneak past if I am not careful. Because, yeah, if I get too caught up... I think, luckily... Okay, that is going to be rejected there. I think they're more likely to go after the tank, and any that get ran into the kill box will just get shredded. Good lord, that's so many. Still more coming. Okay, I mean the tank is definitely unhappy about this. Oh god, keep going, tank. Can't be that many left, surely. I say that as how many more have now just turned up? That's so many. The Mython with so many kills effectively being used as a battle bulldozer. Oh, where the hell are they? Oh, okay, here they are. Crazy, you just cannot see them until they are so close. It does look like we are 3. There is 1 injured. God, it's just an arm and a leg. Right, who is awake? Who can do something? Nikki. Where is it? Somewhere in there. Capture the site stealer. Feel like maybe this is a little bit risky, but we do want to I don't think we're actually going to learn much from a site stealer, but we'll add it to our collection of bizarre things. How many site stealers we killed? 131. That's a lot. It's a lot, and it has definitely taken its toll on the tank. One more wave like that, and that tank would start getting in trouble. I don't think you'd kill it. You could definitely see that start getting into some trouble, especially if the waves were getting bigger. Who's currently idle? Oh, the kid. That's fine. Pingy saying, taking our best sculptor and having them capture a site stealer. Look, sometimes you've got to do what needs doing, and if that means capturing a site stealer, that's what it means. If it means creating a massive sculpture, fair enough. But yeah, sometimes you've just got to do what you can. No one else is really around, so it makes sense. Now, can you say tend to the site stealer? There's only so much you can do, but just to stop them from bleeding out. I mean, do you reckon we could convince a site stealer to join our colony? Just, we'll give you an arm, I promise. We will rebuild your arm and leg that was squished by a tank. Minimum containment strength needed, 30. What is the current containment strength here? 280. Impressive. I think that's the end of the site stealers, though, for us. I'm going to say that it is. and not worry. Long was saying about whether the flares by the keyboard. I think the flares are only temporary. I don't know. Actually, I don't know how they work. I don't know how long they last. Is why I'm not bothering with them, because unless they're permanent, chances are when I'm going to need them desperately will be the time when they're simply not going to be there. I could be wrong on their workings, of course. I feel like if once you put them down there lit forever, I feel like balance-wise that's probably going to prove a problem. I say that in a heavily modded, unbalanced game, but the flares are part of the basic game. They're supposed to be balanced. This playthrough is not designed necessarily to be balanced. This playthrough is designed to be fun, and sometimes, the rule of cool. I've got a tank, so it's quite overpowered. It's actually, I didn't realise how powerful these ones would be when they get later on. I mean, even this one's not the biggest. Like the Harlequin is way scarier in terms of damage output, but that's a much better bulldozer if it is needed. I mean, yeah, forever with it saying about the death refusal squads, it's not the worst thing to have a death refuse. Okay, it wasn't you. Who was it? We know Chris has a death refuse. I'm pretty sure Tim Hortons does. Oh no, wait, it's not in there, is it? It's in health. I'm an idiot. No, okay, so Forever does not have one. Does Chris? Yeah, Chris still does. Chris hasn't gone down yet. Oh, we were going to fix Chris's eyes, weren't we? And Chris is 63. I don't know what age you get. It feels like a little. It feels like a little early for cataracts, but might not be. What does this do? An enhanced input which provides the user with additional information about potential target. I'm guessing this is it. I don't know if it replaces an eye or just. I'm not going to risk it. Which, if we have this one, oh, an arms dealer's turned up. Hello, Firebird. You know the drill. The arms dealers are sometimes very good for shifting large amounts of steel in the like. Can make potentially some good money here. Yep, they have the money to pay us. Sadly, the only thing they want from me is steel. Oh, can I not convince you to buy some drugs? I mean, yeah, we can get rid of some weapons. Honestly, I'm just never going to use. We've got so much better than pistols. I'm never going to use them. I've ever really been a fan of the DP12. I'll keep some of these. MP5 maybe in a pinch. Definitely don't want to get rid of. Okay, all of them. Keep them. AM94 seems alright. Fad. Good. It's good enough. It's good enough that we could probably give someone it in a pinch if desperate. I think then we start getting into the sniper rifles, which I don't want to get rid of. The Rec 7's okay. So many snipers. But yeah, they will buy. Well, we're not selling all the steel. Christ, we do need some of the steel. But we can sell 25,000 half-ass steel. That'll net me 33,000 silver. Was worried the game was going to explode doing that one. There is a lot of silver. Haul urgently. Oh. Do you reckon we send a tank here rather than the helicopter. The problem with sending a tank is it takes a long time to get there. The problem with sending a helicopter is once they get there, the people are going to be on foot and they don't have the safety of a tank. There's just someone in chat saying apparently there is a combat dozer mod. I'll have to have a look. I'll have to have a look because we'd end up using our tanks a lot more for that. I like Darkhouse's idea. Need a helicopter that can carry. We need one of those heavy lift helicopters. Just pick up the tank, bring it with us, and drop it. What could a Chinook? Actually, the Bradley fighting vehicle is not very heavy in the grand scheme of things. A Chinook could definitely move one of those, right? Oh no, we don't have a Chinook, do we? We have a bloody Black Hawk. Don't we? I think. You're a Black Hawk? No idea. I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I don't know how much a Black Hawk could lift. Could a Black Hawk carry a Bradley fighting vehicle? Probably not. No, the Black Hawk's pretty good, but I don't think they're not designed for that. A Chinook 100% could carry that, but I wonder if there is a mod for. We want the Super Stallion, heavy lift helicopter. I wonder whether that could carry my tank. Jeez, it's massive. But that's cool. Okay, we've also got the Hercules that I equally cannot use. I mean, yeah, the Super Stallion thing is pretty immense in terms of helicopters. But yeah, we don't have the room for the runway. We don't have space for those sort of vehicles. We could build the bigger helicopter, but I mean, we actually really are running out of space. We're really, really running out of what we can do. Why is that? Oh, the steel knife deteriorated there. Oh, I don't really care about that. I guess when someone died, they just dropped it there. Why can I not do anything with that wall? That's really weird. I don't know. I mean, look. At least. Did I already mark that wall for mining? Okay. At least it's only 2. Simon. Right. Simon and Normanton. To the hospital right now. And we will give you the best medical care. I can't find the other one. Where is the other one? Normanton? There. Do not care about the silver you are carrying. Just to hospital now. Peter with some wrecked clothes, but I think you'll go and fix it. I would not come here currently, plague about and all that. Just be careful. They're quarantined. Don't go in the hospital. That's basically what we are learning here. Okay, Tommy's going to take care of those. I mean, Cora. You tend to them. Cora's aiming 2 hours and no husband notification. Let's see what your Robert chances are. 7.4. About where it started. Honestly, that's the highest chances I've really been seeing. Oh, I got some bloody fancy medicine being used that we don't actually want to use yet. Don't use all our glitter world medicine. Christ. I'm going to say you'll be fine. Right, we're going to have to go and take out this psychic drone. Okay, it's got some medicine in there. If we load it up with some food, we'll then load it up with some people. We will go and fight. We're going to take the helicopter because it will be much faster, and we'll be able to get there and do something quite quickly, hopefully. You carry all 15? No, you've still got 10 more to go. I guess then becomes the question of who wishes to volunteer for this mission. Now, admittedly, you will need to be fighters. Like, we cannot have people who are not soldiers on these missions. But, oh, I've just realised something. That I'm an idiot. I have just realised that I am an idiot. That is surprisingly accurate. But I've also realised that I have not allowed people outside unrestricted access to the world because we were afraid of site stealers. That's why no mining work has been going on. Yeah, the grazing area needs to be expanded as well, doesn't it? Who's extreme break risk? Twingo. Long way saying father and son bonding time for the away mission. I mean, it's true. That is true. Firebird, I think it is. So the helicopter that can lift the most is the Mill Mi-26, which can lift 20,000 kilos and has a maximum takeoff weight of 56,000 kilos. Is that the big Russian Hind or whatever it was? Oh no, wait. I mean, there are some really heavy lift helicopters. I guess there might be some experimental, like heavy lift ones and all of that stuff. But I had a feeling they were like bigger. I mean, I could be completely wrong. I don't know why I felt like there was some bigger like cargo, but yeah. There was that absolutely massive Russian one that never really... well, it does exist. It's like one prototype. Can't remember what the hell it was called. That, I'm sure, could lift a Bradley. But... I was going to say... like, I remember watching a video about the... the Americans wanted to get their hands on one of the Russian Hinds, and it was like the story of how they had this crazy mission. Like, one crashed in... I want to say like Libya, but I could be wrong, and I can't remember the country now, but it crashed somewhere, so the Americans went over with their Chinooks and, like, basically airlifted the remnants of the Russian helicopter in, like, this crazy secret mission sort of thing. It was very cool. I'm not doing the story justice. What's happened to the oil rig? Why have I lost the oil rig? Did I get blown up at some point? Sorry, I got very distracted from what was a very cool story that, I mean, I don't know much about, but yeah, there was a very cool story about I think the Americans had a mission to steal a downed Russian helicopter to try and learn about it. They didn't really do anything once they stole it, but they just did it because they could. I guess they wanted to find out how it worked, and you didn't learn much from it in the end, but yeah. I don't know why we've lost that oil well. That's weird. Feels very fitting I'm building oil wells while talking about American military operations. No, wait, we've got no oil here, honestly. I promise you. Oh, apparently Railface did not fare so well against Deoxy. Yeah, you got pretty battered in that one. But there we go. Actually, yeah, what started the fight? What started the fight in that one? Deoxy directly insulted Railface's courageousness. This drove Railface into a rage. And like, honestly, that's one of those that one there kind of makes sense in terms of why there was a fight. That one, there's not the, you know, that insult does make some form of sense. Stupid, but it makes some form of sense, right? But yeah. Alas. Dark House are saying Operation Mount Hope 3 was a top secret American military operation to capture Soviet-made MIL, the Hind helicopter, an export model of the Mi-24. The aircraft had been abandoned in the conflict between Libya and... Oh, it was Libya. I did remember that bit right. There we go. There we go. That's the one. I vaguely remembered the story that I heard a while ago. It is a pretty cool military, sort of crazy military operation, that one. I don't care about that. Right, is this helicopter full of food? We might have to go... Okay, we'll go in the morning. And in the next morning, tomorrow morning, we will go on a mission to turn that off. How long does this stay active for? 21 days. Yeah, we have no choice but to get rid of that. Twingo, everyone's on the break of going insane. So, there we go. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. How long was that? There was the MAL V12, which was 101 helicopter with transverse rotors that could hypothetically carry. Is that the one with the like the absolutely massive rotors that were kind of almost out on scaffolding? That's the one I'm thinking of. That was a 101 kind of. It did fly, but it was never really used for anything. I think that was the one I was thinking of anyway. It's a very, very cool aircraft. I guess hopelessly impractical, but everything. But oh, Christian is on a flirting frenzy. Well, good luck to you, my friend. Considering the likelihood in this colony, yeah, I'm gonna say probably not, but you go for it. You absolutely go for it, and we will wish you the best. Alright, we have got some more. Let's get some illumination going on down here. We've got some more digging going on. Maybe. Well, I think Christian is female. I think that's the problem we have is our colony is pretty much not quite exclusively female, but very, very heavily biased female, and everyone is straight, so it's not helping. It's just, yeah, not helping in that one. Okay. You're going to go find some food. That's fine. That's no problem. Noodle Brain is going to go and get very high. Well, I can live with that. Firebird, thank you very much for the bits. Saying, have you thought about setting up a second base? It would be interesting to see. I've never set up multiple bases in Rimworld. I've only ever kind of ran with one base. It could definitely be some entertainment to be had in that. Do we want to just smooth down those walls? Probably. Oh, we don't actually want to smooth the floor down, do we? Because that will get placed. Yeah, I never really gone for the setting up of 2 bases for this. I don't know. I feel like what would end up happening is this base would, well, I feel like the second base would just end up getting people killed. I don't know how it tracks colony wealth. I don't even know if I can without mods. Oh, solar flare. I mean, like a second base could be used for a rocket, and I guess you could. I mean, you'd have to very heavily defend it. You could use the helicopters. It'd be kind of fun to do. You could be a bit mad to do, but you could set up like you could load the helicopters with all the resources we need from this base, fly it over to the rocket base, and then build the rocket there. And, you know, when it comes time to take off, fly over guards and so on. And if it looks like things are failing, you can jump everyone back into the helicopter and leave it. I guess that would be a use for it. Although I had a feeling it's not that easy. I don't know why I'm so... I had a feeling somebody said at some point when I was talking about setting up a second base that in the normal game you can't have it, but you can mod it so that you are able to have multiple settlements. Although I'm not sure if that's true. Truth is, I've not done anything about it. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether that would actually work or not for the base game. Oh, with the solar flare going on, does that give us issues with our reactors? I mean, they've all got errors on them, which does not fill me with hope. Okay, there's settings to enable multiple colonies. Okay, that's fine. Obviously, maybe that was just a setting I need to change then. I may well be misremembering what I was told as well, because I have the memory of a goldfish at times. I think it's a side effect of I guess it's a side effect of commentary, right? Is that I'm so busy thinking about commentary that just I don't have enough brain power to deal with everything. So yeah, the commentary part takes over, so I'm not going to remember other bits. It's just talking on autopilot. That's what it is. I'm not liking the solar flare, considering like almost the entirety of my defences here are based purely on... Oh crap! The silent out of fuel as well. Okay, everyone is unrestricted. But yeah, like our entire base defences rely on turrets. If like a big threat attacked us while the solar flare is up, we are in huge trouble. We could use tanks to slow them down, and we would use tanks to slow them down. But yeah, this would be one of the biggest threats to us, especially like a long-lasting solar flare. Normanton's in a bad way. Oh. Right, okay. Who would like to go on this away mission? We are going to have to start getting it ready for this. The mechs do still work on with the solar flare going on somehow. Not sure how. Normanton, you cannot go on this mission. You're about to lose your mind. Anyone who is about to, have a mental breakdown, I'm sorry, but you're not going on a mission, because the last thing I need is you with a bullet storm that basically fires a constant stream of plasma having a mental break while we're fighting stuff. So, sorry, you're not going. Thankfully, the psychic drone is only affecting male, which is a much smaller portion of my colony, but yeah, it's what's going to happen. Right. Firebird, once you have consumed your fine meal, you're going to fly the helicopter. Blindas wants to come. Blindas, you're currently asleep and you don't have a gun. We'll sort you out. I know Longbow said they wanted to go. We'll let Longbow get some food. Crossbow, have you eaten? Yes, Crossbow, you can fly the helicopter. We will have the father and son bonding session of going to fight something. We don't actually know what's going to be there or not. Sergio, I know you're not around in chat, but You can go there. Blindas, when you wake up, I will... actually, I mean, what are you like? Okay, we won't quite get you there just yet. Sergio, you're already on the way. You are in there. Forever was wanting to go. Sorry, you cannot. You are losing your mind. Just, I do, you know, we do like to try and, I do try and, you know, give people the options to go on these if we can, but I do also have to be aware that we've got to have people that are actually going to be able to do this mission. So, yeah. Petrolhead, you know what, Petrolhead, you're not a you've got a shout here, doing quite well. Probably should send people who have got heavy armor. Numot, you're not a bad shout, because we could do with a doctor if things go wrong. Domestic Canadian, you can go on this mission. Somehow you're not losing your mind. No face. Gamma's got some heavier armor on. Hen Dog, you have got some heavier armor. On you go. Tommy, thank you for the donation, was saying, me, I'm good at medical, hopefully not getting swished by a tank. Tommy, do you actually have a gun? Or are you armed? Tommy, you don't have a weapon at the moment. I can't click on you. Yeah, your lightsaber's gone to someone else. So, afraid you do not have any weaponry. So, sadly, a lot of people can't go on this mission, which is a shame. Climber's throwing a tantrum. Smashing things in his room. That's okay. You can smash things in your room. Don't care about that. Blanco. I think that'll be... well, that might be the last person that I can put on the helicopter. Tactical... yeah, you're a pretty decent soldier. You can get on there as well. And you've got armour and the like. Cool, we've struck compact machinery. Sweet. Right. I think that is everybody loaded. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think it was 8 that could go in here. Launch. Land there and choose landing spot. Ugh. I guess forever. I hope you don't punch the reactor. That would be bad. That would be bad. Let's avoid... speaking of, smash random furniture, items and structure. We might have to have somebody ready to arrest, depending on... okay, you can hit the wall. I don't care about the wall. I don't really want to have to arrest you, but... we have got other things to deal with. Okay, what's the betting we're going to be fighting angry raccoons? I feel like that's what's going to happen here, isn't it? Good news is, I guess we can land in the corner of the map down here. Yeah, okay, so we knew that one was going to happen. God, there's quite a lot of angry raccoons, though, isn't it? Okay, Forever's just kind of smashing up Tommy and Longbow's bedroom. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, the raccoon army is not the worst thing in the world to fight. I think we can deal with that fairly well. The longbow and crossbow can go on a little hunting trip here, but we will have a lot of firepower going. Towards... I mean, it's a big number of raccoons. I've got to be a little bit careful. Because I know what Rimworld is like. Despite the fact these are fairly good soldiers, I also know what Rimworld is like in terms of being unnecessarily mean. Right. Oh, they are all approaching. Hendog, maybe eat your meal a little faster? Just a thought. Hendog's just there having lunch. It's just got a little picnic table out as the army of raccoons come towards us. I mean, the line is being held pretty well, funnily enough. The raccoons do not stand much of a chance against that. Good work. I mean, we did send 10 soldiers, some of our best soldiers as well, I may add, into this. We were not messing around when we did that. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, you just go and arrest them. They're going to get slowed down by a door at some point. I'm going to have to choose to believe. Okay, you can go and deconstruct that. Okay. Chris has arrested them. And I'm not going to lie, there is a little part of me that is slightly curious about what's behind that door. Like, could there be anything interesting? Maybe? Numot's got a shotgun, so... Oh. The answer was nothing. That was very boring, and I'm very sad. Right, if we uninstall that, and we tell Firebird uninstall that, pick up that, don't really need the rest of it. Right, if we do that, everybody back to the helicopter. Forever's tantrum has ended. Somebody go pick up that minigun because that's quite a valuable thing. Chris, what are you? Okay, you're still carrying them there. Alright, everyone back to the... Ignore the small fire. The small forest fire that is going to rage. And we can plonk our helicopter back down here. Cool. Well, the kids are idle, that's fine. Right, release. They have just been carried to prison because we knew what they were going to do. But to be fair, like, that is some Minority Report bollocks that we have essentially caught them, because all they were doing was literally walking through the base, and we technically wouldn't know what they were going to do. So we have just arrested them on the, you know, pre-crime thing, but... Oh, well, jeez. The corpse trees are eating well tonight. Oh, there's so many sites. I mean, there's still many more to be moved. But, yeah. The corpse trees are eating well. Normanton? Oh, you've still got the plague, haven't you? That's why you're in there. And down goes the helicopter. Everyone has returned from a very successful mission. No more psychic drone. Well, it was a very successful mission. You know, the raccoons were... I mean, admittedly, the raccoons were a bit mowed down, but that's what we had to do. They were a threat. Not the biggest threat, but we got rid of them plenty efficiently. Ligma has come out. I mean, they're slightly unhappy about being imprisoned. However, hopefully understanding of why. Hendog had a nice pic. It is true. All Hendog did was fly the helicopter, had a picnic, fired about 3 shots, and then came back in the helicopter. I do agree, yeah, Alien Invader, I like your thought, installing a new psychic emanator down in this hospital in case for whenever we might need it. If we go drop, and then if we go install, am I putting the no. I mean, there feels like it's a little bit in an awkward spot, but it will work. Hey, okay. FailRace has reached the biological age of 10. Experienced a growth moment. Old enough to do doctoring, whatever. So, choose 3 skills for FailRace to increase passion for. I mean, it's going to be... Oh, I can't increase... Okay. Teetotaler, abrasive, pyromaniac, neurotic, fisherman, masochist. That's some choices right there. I mean, really, teetotaler or fisherman are the only 2 good options. I mean, masochist isn't the worst option, weirdly. I don't know if there's any... Like, it means when they get hurt, they get a mood buff, but I don't think I don't think they're unhappy when they're not hurt. I don't know, though. Could be wrong. Fisherman's just an easy one because they like fishing. Teetotaler won't affect because we don't have that many drugs around anyway. Well, no, it's like we have a lot of drugs around, but you don't have to interact with them. I guess in theory, while it's not how the game works, teetotaler would probably be more annoyed about how this colony functions in some way. I don't know whether they'd be that fussed about it. Like, some people can not drink but don't... Well, there are plenty of people who don't drink but don't care about others that do. Maybe they'd be a little bit more funny about all the drugs. But, yeah, I mean, the fisherman's just a helpful one. I guess let's get a passion for crafting. I mean, quite good at social, so let's go with that. Don't need intellectual at all. I mean, maybe we just go melee or mining. We'll go melee, fighting for this one. Because we've got plenty of mine. We've got so many mine resources. We don't really need the quarry. Forever was saying that I was right. Yeah, masochists get a mood bonus from pain, but they don't get a debuff from not being in pain. So that's not a bad trait to have, but it's also not a helpful one. Well, I guess it can be helpful because they're less likely to have mental breaks. Like, I guess if you're we're in a relatively stable position, but I guess if a colony's always on the brink, maybe them having mood buffs can. I guess can help a bit, but it's, yeah, not quite what we need, essentially. Right, things that we were going to do. Power conduits. We're going to run a power line down there so we can illuminate this new little build part. And then the other thing we're going to do... Hello, Cass, I am aware. Yeah. What's up? You are a loud cat. You've literally not... So you've been upstairs almost all day. I know I had the dog in here as well, for some of it, but there were times you could have come down. You know, you chose not to. Cass will be Cass. Fiber, thank you, bits. Have you ever thought about drop podding off all the stuff you have too much of to allies and other factions? We did at some points, yeah, we did do some. The main reason I haven't done it is just because it's a whole load of effort and I'm lazy. And the drop pods don't carry a huge amount of stuff, so it's just kind of being a case of, like we probably should. We could help some other factions out, but then we just don't. So yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. I don't know whether we can... Oh, Cass is back to rolling around on his back. Desperate for belly rubs. Cass is going to get belly rubs. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. Well, I'm saying sorry because, you know, it's not the most exciting stream content because I can't show you. But yeah, Cass is cute and fluffy, and weirdly for a cat likes belly rubs, so you can't resist that. Certainly I can't. It was also a rarity. Cass doesn't like people very much. Like I'm the one person he likes, and you know, when he wants belly rubs, you gotta do that. Hey, Simon has developed immunity to the plague. You are all good. I'm presuming Normanton. Okay, it's mine. Oh, you'll be fine. I mean, it's not nice. Nobody likes having the plague, but Nokia Sphere gets the... I guess Petrolhead... Well, considering all Petrolhead's been through, I feel like it's only fair that you get the nice psychic soothe at night. If the radio stopped working for the... Oh, no, have the radio stopped? Bugger. I don't know if those vents are open or not. I'm really not sure. I was hoping the sound was going to... But I don't think... I've just realised, I'm not sure if these radios are giving the mood buff that they used to. Ooh, okay, we might have a new recruit. Yeah, I swear they gave a better mood buff than that. Or a mood buff, I should say. That's why I bloody built them. They don't seem to be working anymore. Hello. Ignore all the corpses. Oh, okay, they do, but only when the pawn is awake. But I'm guessing every room here needs to have... No, because you're awake. There is a radio in your room. And nothing. I'm not sure those radios are working. I have built them, but I'm just absolutely not sold they're working as they are supposed to. I did set that up. We will have to mine out that little bit there as well. Mining goods trader, not that fussed. Oh crap, do we have a... Okay, that thumper will cover us. That's good. We will haul them. We've got these big bins to dump them in, thankfully. Food situation, how are we doing on the food? 1,400. We've got plenty of food coming in. We've got... Yeah, I mean, look at that. I've got stacks of food ready to be, well, brought into the kitchens. That's good stuff. Do we have a bedroom? We do have bedrooms. We have bedrooms ready for our new recruit, hopefully, who will be recruited today. What are the chances that they are annoying and end up not using it? I mean, I might just assign them to the bedroom of my choice rather than... Although I guess maybe we keep up traditions and we let them have their first night in the panic room. We get them acclimatized. Just if in doubt, dump them in the panic room. Get used to this. You might have to go here at some point. I say that we have actually got 2 recruitment. Are you any good? You're an all-right soldier and quite good with plants, or potential to be an all-right soldier. You're not great yet, but you have potential. Basically, is what we are going for here. This is Pinky says, yeah, it's part of the new colonist orientation process to become familiar with the panic room, and I guess, you know, as Dark House also says, yeah, it helps them acclimatise to the colony, you know. I guess they've been in the prison for a long time. They are sort of used to this place. Certainly used to the people, not the rest of it, but yeah, they are used to the people. Right, we have a new recruit. We will set you as a soldier because you are we're going to try and get you to be a fighter. And you shall... Oh dear. You shall become... Starbucks. Welcome. We have Tim Hortons. Who will outlive who? Tim Hortons or Starbucks? Place your bets now. I'm going to go with... I'm hoping Tim Hortons does, which makes me think that Starbucks will. That's just normally how the curse of the commentator will go. You know, the one that we want to live is going to be the one that probably doesn't do so well. Oh, while I remember... Blindar's, go and get your Bren. Because we need somebody with that gun, because that gun's bloody powerful. Pretty much. Oh, Ligma, whenever you're awake and not having a terrible time of things, you can have the charge minigun. Starbucks. Wearing human leather folding. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Why have you got that? No, do not carry human leather crap with you. I mean, I feel like that's a very Starbucks thing, but why is that there? No, don't. Like, there's steel. Why is there human leather tables? Who has made these? Who has made... Who? Right. Does it tell me who's made this? Dread leather was bad enough, but you've literally made this out of human leather. It can't be from... We've not got human leather. How has that happened? Like, we have made the tables, but... How has that happened? I have questions. I mean, apparently I just never... We have... No, okay, so we have done it. We have made it. When did we get that? Where... When the hell did we get that? The only thing I can think of is it was left as a gift, which is a messed up gift from one of the visitors, but the game won't recognise it as such. What? I'm glad I noticed that while I was doing that. Maybe some cultists were carrying it? That's a good point, actually, yeah, Sergio. Maybe that was in their inventory when we recruited them. Maybe, but that is a big maybe. Right there. Yeah. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? That's really weird. Because I wouldn't have picked it up off the floor, I don't think, unless the caravan or something dropped. And I saw it and didn't register that it was human leather and just thought it was normal leather and picked it up. But I haven't really picked up much stuff like that. I've not really needed to. As you can see here, we've got a crap ton of normal. You know, we've got bear skin, we've got light leather, we've got heavy fur. Like, we've got plenty of other stuff. But I'd love to know where that came from. But yeah, the best thing I can think of is it was probably a recruit. It was probably someone that was recruited. That had that on them. It makes a lot more sense that it was that than anything else. So, yeah. Firebird saying, thank you for the bits. I just use the search magnifying glass feature to find the human. I mean, I can find where it is. It's more the I want to know where it came from, and we've obviously had it a while. And yeah, like it's in there. We've had it a while. I'd love to just know where it came from. We're not going to get that information though, I don't think. Most people find this material horrifying. Some find it fascinating. You know, you get it. Yeah. I'd love to know this story. That's what I love about Rimworld, is that you get things like this, and I don't know how that's happened. I'd love to know. And it's just a weird story that's gone on. Paul says, this is the dark corner whilst trying to hide a secret sewing kit. Ah, no, we have our answer. Paul did it. I feel like that's often the answer anyway. But I would love to know where that came. Like, I can understand how it's got made into stuff, because the colonists aren't always very clever about what they're doing with the various bits and pieces. But that's just bizarre. That is weird. That is weird. It must have been. I think it was either on a recruit or it was a gift. Normanton, my friend, what is up? How are you doing? You've been moving corpses all day and you've not enjoyed it. I don't blame you, to be fair. It's not a fun day moving corpses, especially the rock stink corpses going on that we've got. God, those corpse trees have been busy. And some of these people have got gas masks on, some of them do not. Which isn't great for them, but they will be fine. I hope. Pengy was saying we're going to turn off the Twisted Obelisk. This one, yeah, I think we might as well. Choose who should do this. Well, you know what, No Face, seeing as you are closest, you can go turn off that monolith. Tim Horns is just going to eat by one of the other monoliths as well. Like this one here I'm going to keep because it can duplicate really good characters. Like Camaro is a very good character. So that one there can kind of be useful. This thing here just isn't useful as far as I can see, as far as I can tell. All it does is just mutate stuff, and that's not great. Okay, it has been deactivated, which is cool. We've done what we needed to with it. The Corrupted Obelisk I'm going to keep, though, for now. So, there we go. Firebird was saying, thank you for the bits, for saying, either it's been given or you've butchered Gore Hulks. I don't think we've butchered Gore Hulks. I could be wrong. Of course, could be wrong. Absolutely could be wrong. Don't think we have, though, from what I remember. Honestly, the Gore Hulks barely even got to the entrance to the base. I mean, there's a lot of Gore Hulk corpses around here. We've captured one. I know, Cass. Yes, I am also confused. We're trying to detective up when we got some human leather. Yeah. I think the amount, it's got to have been a gift from a visitor. Honestly, I probably, like, when it happened, I probably joked about it, and I've just completely forgotten it at this point. But yeah, there you go. Right, we will haul those. We will. What's in here? This is all granite, so we'll build a granite wall. How is that? Right, okay, the vent tunnel is built. And then what we want to do is... I say I'm going to put... I don't know why I'm bothering with steel armour. It's not really needed. Well, I guess I have a lot of steel, so we will convert that wall. And then this whole bit here can be unroofed, and then we can vent AC units out into that part when the time comes and we need to build another reactor. I think the time might actually be coming where we need to build another reactor. I've just seen the power situation here. We are draining a lot of power I'm not sure where the power's being drained. What have we added today that's draining power? Or maybe it's from the solar flare. We've not actually built up our power supply yet, but it does feel like I've picked about the right time where I actually need to deal with power situations. I'm just going to turn off that, because that's by far and away the biggest drain on my power. Yeah, my power's actually gone out. I mean, we do have a lot of lights. I'm guessing solar flare conked us out a bit. That one there has been turned. Alright, I'm just trying to find what can I turn off. Okay, let's save some power with some of these things that I'm currently not using. Oh! We have a new Benjamin! I can't remember how good Benjamin is. Benjamin's quite good. Chilly and naked. Well, yeah. I mean, you're not immediately attacked. So I guess you're good. Containment strength, even without power, is relatively strong, apparently, but... I mean, yeah, we're desperately trying to get stuff back online. I think that's going to be that's going to be a next week problem. I'm not sure I'm going to get it back online today, but we will try. I mean, these things here don't even need that much power. That's the problem. Maybe we turn off the mech charges for a minute. That might help us. Just get us back going again. Actually, you know what the bigger problem is the thumpers are offline currently. I guess they turn on every so often while the power situation is kind of iffy. I mean, yeah, the power kind of flicks on and off at the moment. All the reactors are online. I just didn't notice we were running low on power until it was a bit too late, essentially. I'm not sure. I mean, the solar flares have not helped. I'm not quite sure why it's suddenly conked out now. I guess it was draining battery and I just didn't notice until it was too late. Not worried about that at all. The oil rig is turned off. Just turn that off. I guess the actual oil thing can be... Anthony, you're there. Just turn that off for a minute. I mean, this area here, these are pretty big batteries that we've got up in this part. We could get some more. We haven't got power being generated again. Which is something. It's just got... What is draining all my power? What is draining it so fast? I'm actually quite confused by what's suddenly draining it. What's drawing all this power? Like, it felt like we'd got that back to a level all of a sudden. I mean, okay, right, we can turn off all these workbenches. I don't actually know if they are using any being turned on currently. Right, build copy of that there. It's where we want to have. Guess yeah, we want that to have there. I mean, we will want a marble wall to fill that bit. I do like Alien's idea. You need a power graph like Factorio or Satisfactory as well. That's got a good power network thing you can look into to try to figure out. Because I can't figure out what is suddenly draining. I mean, okay, this concrete mixer, yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's turn that off for the moment. Garage bench, yeah, don't need that. Those are all turned off. That's turned off. Honestly, the most important thing is get the thumpers back running. Does Satisfactory not tell you more in depth on the power? I don't remember. It's been a while since I played it, to be fair. I thought Satisfactory did say more. I don't think the Psychic Emanator is even powered. Oh no, it is powered. It's only 200 though, which should not be enough to have tipped that over the edge, considering how much stuff I've now turned off. I cannot imagine that would be what would be causing this level of grief. It certainly shouldn't be what's causing this level of grief. Anyway, I mean, as far as I can tell, all the geothermal plants are working and have gone down. I think I only have those 4, don't I? Very odd. It's really odd. Right. I say unfortunately. I mean, we are going to end up. We're going to go a little bit overkill here on the AC. Considering we're going to build 2 more massive reactors, that should not be a problem in here. I'd love to know what's caused this sudden. I mean, I think we've got it back under control. We don't use solar power anywhere. Could there be a? Could there be a geothermal plant that's had a power line disconnected? Doesn't look like it, does it? As far as I can tell, it looks like they're all connected into the system. That one there's connected into there, connected into there. That goes into the rest of everywhere. That one's connected. That one's connected. That one's connected. I wonder whether one of the nuclear reactors has got knocked off the grid. It doesn't look like it. As far as I can tell, they're all connected. We have just built a whole bunch of ACs. Admittedly, they're not very costly to use in terms of power. Oh, that... Okay, small issue. That's not working how it was supposed to. That's a problem. That's not doing what it's supposed to do. Why is that not venting like it should? Because that's suddenly gone up really hot. Now, what's possible is that it's just got too much coming out of it, but that shouldn't. I mean, the hope is that's just going to be like an. So the theory is that's just like a hot air exhaust, like we can just vent heat out of a hole in the mountain. The problem is that's not vent. It doesn't seem like it's venting, and in theory, I mean, I don't know whether it can get so hot in there. It's going to melt. I mean, it's in the rock. It's surrounded by granite and marble. So yeah, Caleb's saying, does it matter because no one can get in there anyway? Well, true. The concerning part is, will it get hot enough to melt marble or granite? Because if it's all armoured steel, does this have a melting point? I feel like AC units venting shouldn't make enough heat to melt rock, but this is Rimworld and I don't know. Because yeah, now the problem is I can't fix this problem. I literally can't fix this issue in any way. It's already past the 100-degree mark. The thing is, though, like we do need... we won't need all 10, but we will turn them off. And we will... Thank you, Paul. Will this temperature now go down? Okay, with one running, the temperature is going down. Not by much, but... okay, so it's venting something. It's venting something somewhere. Right, yeah, and the other problem then... Okay, so the problem we get is if we have that room there doing that, that room there becomes insufferably warm. That room there becomes uninhabitable. I might have to delay turning these on. Please do not fuel. Just for the moment while I figure out what to do with the temperature problem. I don't know what to do with the temperature. I had a good idea and I don't think it's going to work, is it? I think it's going to get too hot. Trying to run all 4 reactors. Okay. That is going to be a problem for future Alex, because it is going to be time to end the stream here. Yeah, future Alex can deal with that mess. And we will see what happens, really. Christian Sweden, thank you very much for the donation. It wasn't a message with it, but thank you. It is greatly appreciated. Cora, shall we see how are your chances? Oh, Nokia Sphere compared Cora's uncle to an alpaca. Still stayed firm. It's at 7.4%, and Bacon Bap's gone up to 4.8. Like, it's almost possible. Right there. I think Normanton was the only one that actually looked like they had any kind of possibility. It's 32%. 32% with Captain Kurt. Damn. Yeah, I mean, that one is definitely the most plausible. At the moment, it's about the only plausible relationship chance. Yeah, next time out, I'm going to try and figure out what to do about my power supply going on here, because I would like to be able to get all 5 reactors working, but I have no way of venting them currently. So that's fun. Yeah. I guess we will I'll have a think. I'll have to see what I can do next week. But that is going to be it for this video, for this stream, I should say. A very, very big thank you to To all of you for watching, of course, to those who donated, subscribed, it is always immensely appreciated. Pinky, thank you for the bits. Thank you for the stream of Heating and Aircon Simulator. It's only got that at the end. We had invisible, sneaky things to deal with. Although most of that was just involved with parking a tank, but there you go. Yeah, that is going to be it from me. As I said, thank you all very much for watching. I hopefully will be streaming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week. Fingers crossed and everything. I think it is likely to be Roadcraft on Friday. So, you know, tune in for the continuing adventures of us trying to build a road up a hill and having problems because the AI are a bit derpy. I suspect a lot of the next Roadcraft stream is going to be spent trying to build this one road. But, you know, there you go. It should be a laugh. Do love Roadcraft. Very good game. Been thoroughly enjoying it. That, though, is going to be it for this evening. Thank you all, of course, very much for watching, for spending your evening here with us on Rimworld. Until next time, a goodbye.